The simple thing has started to making a video to the daily basis, web blogs, illustration and jury. When if the 90% of the all stuff itself, or the 999 of in it 1000 after those videos the people are producing themselves, is it enough that the people haven't made themselves only one videos or few couple videos, and why they have to themselves flood the internet over every of their life, everything they do it. And when the people are themselves moving in a restaurant, having their all friends together and having conversation with this, the people are themselves want a broadcast of every other situation worldwide, and therefore expect that they can get some kind of the business or a physical effort to it. And this kind of the thing is increasing exponentially in the world influence. And the people themselves have some kind of the acceptance of the normativity in a consensual society that is now the more and more acceptable, and every single human should themselves participation in this kind of the movement and this kind of the action themselves be more kind of the themselves stars. The movie star, everybody themselves want to be individually the movie star, and entertain. There's a limit between the only few candidates able to correspond to doing the things that therefore the rest of the people have been eradicated or declined highly in the past 30-40 years. And therefore every of the humans these days seems to ownership of the all kind of the machines and things, while only few very rich people or the few persons only earn it or ownership in the 100 years ago example. And therefore this consumers mean that every human single exists try to themselves more and more it's equality of the ownership of all kind of the similar entertainment products and all kind of the gadget application, with therefore enduring the similarity between all the humans as a unifier and more kind of the solitary, and itself it's like a communist system. Communist system is a shared goods, and therefore in the modern world is more like a socialistic and accepts only the democratic share over the goods over themselves. That definitely need to be a change, therefore. But also there's a political census. The point is, I've used the seeming that the people sociological changes the viewpoint of their own lives. Their lives of the how to endure it, how it is conducted. And therefore, if there was only a few couple person in the 50 years ago who did some kind of the lifestyle, in this day seems that almost whole of the general public are actually to try to therefore in this days to go and do the same thing. It seems that the people like a white collar or kind of the peoples have been, it's given taste that everybody these days have the full existence now best knowledge about all the aspect of the life and everything itself, and everybody themselves is a more forced and enforced by all the society, government, and people assimilation of the values, assimilation of the whole living and consumerism on the society existence, and therefore there is assurance that none of the single people will be left away from these so-called opportunities or any kind of the things that are so well received in all the general in the public are, and therefore this kind of the lifestyle is kind of the concurring invasion for all kind of the different cultures and world, all the human shape itself, the species. And in this basis, therefore, feeling that the whole the population of global will become an entity unto itself and one, and therefore won't be anymore separated by their own tribes. And this is what is obviously gradually the direction that the plenty of the bankers, plenty of the leaders, plenty of the global people, affection, influence, and try to push towards the world direction. All the time it's there in the pit. As we speak, there's more decision, more kind of advice made to ensuring that this kind of thing will be becoming a reality in a time of the none. And it will be exceptionally expected that in some time that the way to when the future, any time to be hitting more, it's all about being increasing by every moment to next moment. This kind of the assimilation of the human race as the one. And a kind of the sad thing is that it is therefore ensuring that all kind of the differentiation will be evaporated, eroded, or somehow wiped out from existence. And it won't be too much to be similar like because the people themselves all have a kind of the similar values, a similar view of the life, and therefore there is none of the kind of the uniqueness left in the world, none of the kind of the things what the people make themselves different as they life are conducted, because everybody are completely forced by the similarity, and the similarity itself somehow destroyed the board of the multiculturalists, and the people having their own way of the life economy instead of the to serve in for the so-called the greater good for the whole humanity itself. What is somehow the force these days to be in all the existent unit therefore. So what happened with every human themselves think in the world that they can become any kind of the profession, a job, what is there exists like a movie star. In the time in the 1900, in the beginning of the 20th century, there was only few couple movie stars in the whole few billion people lived in that time. So the radio was in the gradually in the place. The world had a few hundred video cameras existed in that time, only few hundred. So the ratio of the video cameras per people lived must be kind of the, if there was a few hundred, it must be some kind of the 10,000 video. With 10,000 people per every video camera existed, or one video camera per 10,000 people in the world. And this kind of the huge difference meant that only few people had the video cameras, only few movie studios had all the ability to shoot any kind of movie. And example so the voice were able to record for history. And all of the history, it's all humans have been really not to be exist. Therefore, and recorded for, I have been already influenced more a voice record than any human ever done before 1900. And more, none of the human have actually even been before 1900s, maybe even more in the photographed, or more simple exception, it's more hours spent to speaking in the front of camera or to be in a video cover shot. Even I've been few hours done it would be already make a break the record of the person in a theater, and it was just 100 years since that moment. In 100 years, how the board have really changed, and just simple peoples have been lost themselves there. So what is it? There's more and more the content created by the entertainment studio. That means that these similarities between all kind of content come more and more prominent every day, and there is more and more similar content therefore conducted and created by every of the human beings. The one of the interesting is a blogs I told that the people are, all the humans itself have all the fighting their own opinion about the same issue, except all kind of the politics of the world, or the kind of the invention or the news of any kind of the global or the geological area. And this is an